Al Nasr, foaled the 11th of February 1978, was a French thoroughbred racehorse and sire. He was one of the leading horses of his generation in France, winning the Prix La Force and Prix de la Cote Normande as 3-year-old in 1981 before reaching his peak as a 4-year-old when he won the Prix Exbury, Prix Dollar and Prix d'Ispahan. He failed to reproduce his best form when competing abroad, running poorly in the Epsom Derby and the Arlington Million. He was retired to stud in 1983 and had some success as a sire of winners. Al Nasr was the first major flat race winner trained by André Fabre. Background: Al Nasr was a strongly built, good-looking horse standing 16 hands high with no white markings, bred in France by Michel Hennigsberg and René Romanet. He was referred to as a bay during his racing career, but at stud was described as dark bay or brown. He was sired by Fabre, an American-bred, French-trained stallion who won the Prix Jacques Lemoir and Prix de la Forêt in 1972. At stud in the United States, Fabre sired many important winners including 3 Troikas, Manila and Dancing Brave. Al Nasr was the first foal produced by his dam Coretta, who won 2 races and went on to produce several other winners including King Salsa, Prix du Chemin de Fer du Nord. Coretta was a half-sister to Claisir, the dam of Fabre, who sired Ptolomeo and Royal Heroine. As a yearling, Al Nasr was offered for sale and bought for Fr. 550,000, approximately £58,000. He was sent into training with André Fabre, who was best known at the time as a trainer and rider of jumpers. Racing career: 1980, 2-year-old season. Al Nasr made his only appearance of 1980 in a 19-runner maiden race over 1,600 meters at St. Cloud Racecourse in October. He was always among the leaders and won by a head from Mortazam in their annual racehorses of 1980. The Independent Timeform organization described him as being bound to go on to better things. 1981, 3-year-old season. Al Nasr began his 3-year-old season with a win in the Prix du Sirène over 2,200 meters at Longchamp Racecourse in May. Later that month he was moved up in class for the Group 3 Prix La Force over 2,000 meters at the same course and won from Toe and Kentucky River. Al Nasr was unbeaten in 3 starts when he was sent to England to contest the 202nd running of the Derby Stakes at Epsom on 3 June. Ridden by Alfred Gibert, he started at odds of 16/1 but ran very poorly and finished 17th of the 18 runners behind Shergar. Al Nasr returned to France in July and finished second by a neck to Bellman in the Prix Eugene Adam, with the British-trained colts Church parading Kirtling in 3rd and 4th. In August, Al Nasr was ridden by Yves Saint Martin when he contested the Group 2 Prix de la Cote Normande over 2,000 meters at Deauville Racecourse and won easily by 2.5 lengths from Brustolin. Al Nasr was being prepared for a run in the Prix du Larc de Triomphe when he sustained an ankle leg injury in training which ruled him out for the rest of the season. Late in 1981, a quarter share in the horse was sold to the Spendthrift Farm for an undisclosed sum. 1982, 4-year-old season. Al Nasr began his 3rd season in the Group 3 Prix Exbury at St. Cloud in March. He started odds-on favorite and outclassed the opposition, winning easily from Mabiki and Great Substance. He was then moved up in class for the Group 2 Prix d'Harcourt at Longchamp and was beaten a neck by the 5-year-old Lancastrian after losing a shoe during the race. In the Group 1 Prix Ghana he finished 3rd to Bicala and Lancastrian in a strong field, finishing ahead of Veyron, Calaglo and April Run. Al Nasr recorded his 4th group race success at Longchamp when he won the Prix Dollar, beating the multiple Group 1 winner the Wonder by a neck. He was carrying 6 pounds less than the runner-up. although Timeform pointed out that he appeared to win more easily than the official margin suggested. On the 27th of June, Al Nasr met the Wonder at level weights in the Group 1 Prix d'Espahan over 1,850 meters at Longchamp. The two 4-year-olds started at odds of 7 halves and 9 quarters respectively, while the 3-year-old Melano, winner of the Poule Decides Poland's and the Prix Jean Prat, was made the 6/10 favorite. Ridden by Alain Lecoux, Al Nasr tracked the pacemaker Mortazam, but lost ground when the other main contenders quickened early in the straight. In the last 200 meters, Al Nasr rallied strongly along the inside rail, took the lead in the closing stages, and won by 3/4 of a length and a neck from the Wonder and Melano. Al Nasr was then trained for the major turf races in North America, beginning with the second running of the Arlington Million in Chicago. Fabre closely supervised the horse's preparation, flying across the Atlantic 6 times to check on his progress. In the race, he was prominent for much of the race, but dropped away quickly in the straight and finished 13th of the 14 runners behind Perrault. He was found to have suffered a recurrence of the ankle injury which affected him in 1981 and did not race again. Assessment. In 1981, the independent Timeform organization gave Al Nasr a rating of 121. In the international classification, he was rated 18 pounds below the top-rated Sugar. In 1982, Timeform gave him a rating of 126, 8 pounds below the top-rated trio Ardros. A certain Green Forest. In the international classification, he was rated the 5th best older male horse in Europe and the 10th best horse of any age. Stud career. Al Nasr was retired to stand as a breeding stallion at Spendthrift Farm at an initial stud fee of $40,000 a mare. He was not an outstanding stallion, but did sire several good winners including Epsom Derby Italiano, Acteur Francis, Prix Morny, Star Recruit, Ali Shiba Stakes, Prince of Andros, Cumberland Lodge Stakes, Majmou, Nihil Stakes, and Lord of Tusmore, Rose of Lancaster Stakes. He was later exported to stand in Italy where his last foals were born in 2003. Pedigree.